Zooch toward Jester and a great chip and a great start for Anonymous game number 3. And what are we witnessing?
Quick send to Midi. Got the one-on-one. Sends it into the right post. And we have game.
Omar is able to maybe win this foot race. He chips it up. Fate for the win. He's got it. This is Rematch. So I'm popping in though for this one, and why not? A little match of the week. Shout out to the YouTube. You guys are listening to this right now. We have a really, this is a big matchup, guys. This is a big matchup here in the League B, because the League B race is 10 times more interesting than the League A one is right now, and that's because of how close these teams are at the top. We'll get into it right here, right now. Sunchasers, though, they come into the day. Obviously, they've started to cool down just a little bit, and so they actually fell into second place, basically, with Nemesis having only lost 1 game coming into yesterday all season long. So the Sunchasers now right back in their own destiny to win the League B title this season. Again, they only have 3 more matches to play. They're tied on points, have a match in hand, and this is the match in hand. But it is against a great team, Savages, who have looked at their lowest point. Obviously, they were potentially even considering breaking it up before the start of the meat of the season, and yet they stuck around. And look at what they have done. They're currently fighting for a potential promotion spot right now this season, a part of that really great 6-team race. Starting us off, Sunchasers as the away side. It's the same 5 that we've come to know and love all season long from the Sunchasers crew that have been dominating. But the difference is that Cap has now rotated back, and Toxic Ty now moving up. So maybe something in their training they've seen a little bit different. Their opponents slightly different for Savages here today. No Charlie Cheese in the lineup for them. Atlas Treasure, their captain, in at the GK. Jinpai and Hachi. That's a new player for me. I'm going to have to get Hachi Camarillo is the name in game. One of their brand new signings and has seen a lot. Hopefully going to be an exciting time here for Hachi, as well as Tozen and Bobby Baloney as their front two. They're true offensive players. Casting schedule, there's this one right here, obviously at 5 p.m. Eastern. That definitely starts it off on an interesting tone. Then there's a game that is going to be at 8 Eastern, 10 Eastern, and 11 Eastern. So good luck to Surge, who I believe is going to be casting at least some of those games later, and hopefully somebody else if he is not able to. Ty, 11's backboard cap. Keeper does jump. Brutal start right there for Atlas Treasure, and a great set play goal out of the gates for the League B leaders this season in Sunchasers FC. And look at that. Look what I just talked about, guys. Toxic Ty and Cap, they've swapped positions, which technically means that Cap now rotates a little backwards. But again, you could see it how much it doesn't really matter there, as he is the opening goal scorer of this game. And now 11's quickly on the break. Doesn't have enough cardio, though, to keep up with Hache and the rest of the team, making it back just in time. So you got to at least give yourself a chance. And that's making the top 5. Good pass there for Ty on over to Cap again, who is just letting them have it right now. That time around, the veteran keeper, probably the most veteran keeper here these days at RMF. He's been around since May. Savages have had absolutely nothing to show for it. It's been all Sunchasers defense who have been turning it into set plays on the other end. What do they got this time around? Ty directly in for Cap. Nothing fancy, but just a great pass in. Defense loses the man. But they rely on their captain and net, Atlas Treasure, to make an incredible save. Tozen leading Bobby in. Goes straight over the middle into the penalty dot. And despite Tozen and Jinpai there, it was no good. Tozen gifted an opportunity, but Tate having to finally do something here in this game. Comes away with a nice save of his own. In Sunchasers and Nemesis, I believe, is the match. So that is really the big one. Cap, good ball in. Oh, keeper's out of the way, but how in the world did Toxic Ty not get a shot off there as Hachi just rips him? Bit odd right there. Yeah, Slurper's Kin definitely was a good League B rivalry last year, obviously. Uh-oh, Toxic Tie trying to pick off Atlas. It's going to hit the ground first, and it does just go over the top. Tough miss there, Toxic Tie. Obviously, against Vieja Guardia Esport, they were that was a title decided on the last day, I believe. Bobby could head her over, and what a shot it is! Oh my, what a setup here. Bobby Maloney to Tozen, and they've tied the game from nowhere. They had no life in this game. They started to get something going on offense. And Tozen, who is, again, what an interesting player Tozen is. He's the first player in Rematch Federation history to be placed on the IR at the start of the season. Atlas over the middle. Now it's Bobby playing it safe. Does go back here for Hachi over the top. Waste no time. And Cap sends it right back on over to the keeper there, and Tate. 30 seconds, Sunchasers. These are the moments they've thrived all season long. All the competitions they've been in, they've been one of the most clutch teams in the league. And typically when that's the case, that's why they are at the top of the table. Walker, good moves right here around Genpai. Does go for the cross, although it just goes straight on to target. Atlas making the save, about 4 saves roughly in this game if I had to guess. His distribution way too long, and so they give away what is their final possession. And the Sunchasers last attack, a huge one right here if they can convert. Toxic Tie cross top of the box, misses everybody there. Cap now playing it back here for Tate. They are pressing really hard right now. And oh my goodness, Walker almost gave it away. Now Genpai steps up, gets a body block, and ends this game. A 1-1 draw here on a prime time match of the week. And some points have been dropped now by the Sunchasers. And right there, obviously, they went for it. They had the open man, but they just missed him. And Atlas in the match chat said, "I'm kind of balling right now. I'm surprised." Not giving himself enough credit. But they can't play too safe. Again, Atone, they're playing in a game later today. And that's a team we haven't mentioned by name just about yet, but they're third on the table. They're like, they are the hottest team in League B, because 3 of their 4 losses this season were their opening 3 games of the year, and that was because they played against both Nemesis and the Sunchasers as their opening 2 sets of the series. So, I mean, Atone, they're loving seeing the Sunchasers and Nemesis starting to drop points here down the stretch, as if they win out, I mean, Atone, they have a really good chance to maybe win the League B title themselves. Walker, his cross on in, looking for 11s. That time no good, and deflected there by Hachi. Right now, 2.5 minutes into game number 2. Hasn't been much yet from either side, and not any crazy sets right now. It just seems the passes are having a difficult time landing here. That one in again. You can see it full display. Cap his ball in, looking for 11s. No good. 11s, their leading goal scorer this season, has basically been nothing so far in this game. On the other end, it was Bobby, who was wide open, took a touch. Thought he might have lost that one before he was able to gear up a shot. Did get one off, but maybe not some of Bobby's best right there. Under halfway, Walker in for 11s. There he is. Finally gets a shot on net, but how about another save by Mr. Atlas? My goodness, he is on one right now, folks. They do go over the middle. Atlas, though, way off the net. Toxic Tie. Second time Toxic Tie has missed the open opportunity with the keeper way outside. Tozen now, he's given a lot of space here, just enters the box himself. Tozen does go for the pass for Genpai. It was blocked big there with Tate going for the turtle dive. Speaking of turtle in chat, Tozen, good moves around, but just too many defenders, and they're able to keep that one away. Hachi, good poke at it, wins it back here for Savages. They do play it into the corner, but everyone on the right side, nobody over the middle, so Bobby just takes it himself, intercepts it towards his attacking player. They can't find it yet there either. Genpai goes straight on to target. Tate was ready for that one, though. Good work indeed by Tate. And this is starting to become a bit of a nail-biter here. Sunchasers really looking to get wins at the end of the season. How about another one? Same side for Atlas Treasure. 11's getting some open looks now here. His passing from his teammates are starting to land. It's much crispier, but they can't seem to beat the keeper. Atlas Treasure over the ground. Now it's Tozen. Good move for Tozen. Chips it up for Genpai. What a play. Oh my goodness. Tozen with a highlight of the season here for the Savages team. Everything to perfect execution, and Genpai, not perfectly slotted, but down the pipe, gets the keeper to go the other way right with a minute to go. Savages in the lead. Wow, this has certainly turned everything differently in League B. 11's again, another shot on net, saved again. Heroics from Atlas Treasure sends a nuke down in, looking for Hachi on the other end. It's taken away, but Bobby the Rainbow out, keeps it up into the opponent's third. Bobby, plenty of head dribbles there. Waste a couple of time. Sunchasers, another moment where they're going to have to be clutch. They've done it before, but now it's dire need for them, as a chance at a league title could start to slip out of their hands here. They will be playing for the draw, which is really unfortunate now for them. It's intercepted. Hachi, can he get to it? Yes, he can, and that is the game. Savages FC, a 1-0 clean sheet over the top team in League B.